Okay, here we'll go on a rant. I'm not entirely sure where to start exactly. So, I was born June 12th, 1975, in Carter County, Tennessee. All right, at the Carter County Memorial Hospital. Um, so I've been in this area for a while. I've moved around. I lived in Massachusetts, Fitchburg for a minute. I've lived in Charleston, South Carolina. I've traveled all up and down the eastern seaboard, and I've seen a lot of things in my time. One thing I haven't seen is this level of destruction um, from a hurricane in you know the Appalachians. All right, so we get flooding. It happens, especially in spring thaw, right? Okay, but hurricanes do not normally affect us. All right. Um, where am I going? Um, pardon me. Politics. So we have before us a choice between Harris and um, Trump, and I hate that because that is a false dichotomy. That is not our only two choices. Okay, there are other parties who have candidates that they put up, but the DNC and the RNC work together to make goddamn sure that nobody else gets on the stage with them, right? I've never liked Trump in my entire life. As a kid growing up, I didn't like him, when I was like 9 or 10 years old and he showed up on WWF with Vince McMahon. I'm like, who is this guy? Why are you showing this to me? I thought he was like Paul Bearer or something. It's like, all right. So in 2015, when he announced that he was going to run again, um, all the late night, um, like Stephen Colbert and Lord, sorry about my memory, but several people across the board were like, "Oh yes, yes, please, please, please run, please do it, please run." And I took it as a joke because that's how it was presented to me, and I'm like never liked the guy at all. Okay. Um, and then all of a sudden he gets the Republican nomination, and that freaked everybody out. And promises were made. They're like, "Hey, listen," the RNC is like, "If we allow you to be our candidate, you got to promise um, to not run for third party, or independent. Okay, if you're going to be ours, you're going to be ours, right?" And the whole time, like the Clinton campaign and the mass media are really just fucking giving him all the attention. So the phrase, Trump sucks all the oxygen out of the room, well, it's not because he did it, okay? It's because you gave him that attention, okay? And the reason the Clinton campaign and the media wanted Trump to have all the attention is because they thought he would be the easiest one to beat, okay? Well, shit happened. Shit happened. I really don't think, I don't, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do not think that Hillary ever accepted defeat. I mean, maybe officially one time, but the rest of the time she's like, no, he cheated. He cheated. He cheated. He cheated the whole way. Meanwhile, the CEOs of like these major, news corporations, CNN and MSNBC and ABC and, whatever, they were interviewed and asked about their coverage of Donald Trump and how it plays into collection shit, but um, contribution campaigns, right? It's like he was getting free press. All right. Nobody else was getting that kind of free press, not on that level. All eyes were focused on Trump and Hillary. Okay. And stalking horse comes to mind. All right. The Hillary campaign wanted him to be the nominee. And, they're like, put all eyes on Trump. We want him. We want him to be the opposition. And then he won, and they're all like, what? All right. And yeah, he's all like, he's playing the same game they're playing. See, that's a stupid thing, right? The real thing. It's like, they cheat. And they're like, he cheats. He cheated. Everybody stole the election. Since like 2016. What year is this now? What, 24? And everybody's still talking about, the possibility of an election being stolen. Let's talk about the Electoral College. They don't give a fuck, right? I mean, they kind of have guidelines, but what happens? What happens if we just simply do not vote for anybody? What happens? It's a messed up situation. And I've got a lot more to say about a lot of things, but my brain is scrambled right now. So I joined the military in 2005. I was 30 years old when I went to boot camp. All right. I've seen firsthand exactly how messed up the bureaucracy is. All right. I was HVAC when I was stationed in Camp Taji in Iraq. All right, so I fixed the air conditioning of the vehicles because shit, it gets hot over there, right? The AC don't work. You got all this body armor on and everything. It's 100 degrees out there. Yeah, you got to have AC in order to effectively kill the opponents over there in this other country, right? So yeah, my job was to troubleshoot, fix, solve AC problems on these vehicles, and people roll into my shop with all kinds of wild stories. But one thing I noticed with the bureaucracy, yeah, I don't know how to whatever. Anyway, we used Snap-on and one or two other type of AC reclaiming devices to pull a vacuum on the AC units in these vehicles in order to go and sniff around to find out where the leak is, what the problem, where is the problem come from, why are you not getting AC? Okay. Robinair, that was another one of those. So yeah, Snap-on, Robinair. What happened was when we came in, we took over the footprint. We were given instructions about how to operate these machines and how to use them, and there's a air filter. Hold on a second. A dry air filter. There's a filter, okay, that absorbs the moisture. Okay, it's built into the machine. It's a little cylinder, right? So when you evacuate the system, you pull everything out of the system, right? This filter has a built-in time of operation, right? So after 60 hours of operation, you need to replace that filter, and that machine will no longer function until you plug in to the computer on that machine the new code. Okay. It's like a $15-$20 part. All right, this filter. And the Army, the United States federal government, as we're sitting here in Camp Taji, Iraq, they tell us, yeah, no, you can't order that filter. Why not? No answer. Hey, but you can order a whole fucking brand new machine, for $50,000 or 60 or however much it cost, right? So our shop, we ordered like 2 or 3 new machines, all right, because we did not have a filter. We couldn't get a motherfucking filter, right? So I'm digging around the shop one day, and lo and behold, somewhere deep in the back of one of the shelves, one of the storage shelves, I find a filter that has not been used yet. I took the number off of that filter and I plugged it into one of our machines. Lo and behold, it works again. All right. So I'll take that same number, not the same filter, okay? Just the same number, and I'll plug it into every other single machine that we have that has been down for like 2 months, okay? Because we can't get a filter, right? But I found this one. I found the number, I plugged it into the machine, and all of a sudden now we got 4 or 5, machines working. Irresponsible as it may be. Why? Why, in a designated combat zone in 2008, 2009, Operation Enduring Freedom, my job is to, fix the AC systems, and that we have equipment. All right. There's a $15 part that we cannot requisition. For whatever reasons, I do not understand. I was not on that level of communication with, higher command. Okay. It just, nope, can't have that. You want a brand new motherfucking machine? We'll get you a brand new machine with a brand new filter, but you can't order replacement parts. It's an allegory for, the destruction of the world. I'm sick of it. Ask me why I don't trust the government.